What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Good to see you all. My name's Matt, if you don't already know me. I am the CMO here at Legendary, and I got kicked back into my old office because I have parents in town this week. So they took over my other office, and you might recognize this backdrop from times past, but we are live, and I'm excited that you're here. If you're here in the comments, let us know. Give us a little shout out there, hit the heart, and we've got another great guest as always. We bring on a live guest every single Monday through Friday. Last week we had a last second cancellation, so maybe we missed one here or there, but for about the last 2-ish years since really the pandemic started, we've been doing these lives every single Monday through Friday and just sharing success stories of normal average people. And one of the really funny things, I was doing some research and I was looking around on a blog, and I happened to find somebody talking about our live shows. And check this out. They mentioned, it's hard to find income claims from people on the show, on the Wake Up Legendary show, or from people who have taken the training. And they said, even if you watch the Wake Up shows, it's hard to tell, how much money people make or whatever from our education. And little do most people know, we went on a pretty big compliance run from about 2019 to 2020, trying to sort of remove those, because most people think, oh, well, that's how I validate everything. Well, not really. That can actually be a way in which you get sued or get in legal trouble by making huge income claims and putting, $10,000 a month or $50,000 a month on your videos and on your website. And so it's kind of funny because this blogger was saying, I go on these wake up shows, and if you watch these wake up shows, you don't see any big income claims. So it's like, who knows if it was basically a review training. How do we know if this training works? But in fact, the exact opposite is true. We try not to mislead. We try to show average people who are, they might not be making six figures. They might have been just made their first commission. And it's more of just the ability to sort of unpack what they're doing in their marketing and explore what they're learning and how they're growing, and also making an income, making money. So without further ado, let's bring on our guest today. Connor, what's going on, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas, but right now I'm in college at TCU, so I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Sweet. Cool. How's Horned Frogs, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's good. Just busy time of the year. Finals coming up, so staying
Cool.
busy.
Dude, so you are, at least at the time of putting in your questionnaire, you're 20. Are you still 20?
Yes.
Dang, that's crazy, dude. Congrats.
Thank you.
So you're in college now. What are you studying?
Entrepreneurship and marketing.
Okay.
So affiliate marketing is somewhat of a combination of that.
Yeah, totally. Fits right into that whole. That's super cool. So how would you compare so far what you're learning with what you learned in the challenge? And do you feel like there's some overlap? Or are you getting some benefit from your regular course? And how would you compare it with what you've experienced at Legendary? That's an interesting comparison.
So right now I'm a sophomore, so I haven't really taken all the upper level, let's say marketing entrepreneurship classes.
Yep.
So I wouldn't. I've taken all like the basic classes, but nothing really too advanced to say I could compare them because I haven't
Cool.
really taken. It's pretty much all lower division right now at the moment.
Got it. Yeah, that's fair. So you're probably doing like some sort of affiliate marketing in just in your spare time, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
How did you find us? I feel like I found, affiliate marketing when I was 20. So I kind of resonate with that, but my journey was a little interesting. But how did you find us, and what sparked your interest?
So my entire life, I've always wanted to have my own company, run my own business. I've always seen like I don't know, the rewards of not living the 9 to 5, I guess. And last summer, I was working a job or a summer job, and I don't know, I didn't really like my boss too much, and so I was looking for other ways online to make money. And I guess I was on TikTok, and I don't remember exactly how I found Legendary, but I just clicked someone's link or whatever, and just went through that, and I guess went through the 15-day business builder challenge and just ran with it.
That's cool. That's awesome. I feel like a lot of people discover us on TikTok and just somehow down the rabbit hole. When
Yeah.
you said you saw the value or the benefit of like not working the 9 to 5, did your parents like are they entrepreneurs or like did you just learn that yourself?
My parents have their own businesses. Pretty much everyone in my family, my grandparents, my uncles, they pretty much all run their own businesses. So it's always been something I've wanted to do.
Yeah, fascinating. That's cool. What types of stuff do they do? Like what type of business is it? Brick and mortar and stuff?
My parents run like a real estate photography. My grandfather ran a printing company.
Hmm,
Both my uncles run drug testing companies. So it's not, or my cousin owns a spray tanning shop. So
cool.
combination of everything.
Yeah. Sprinkle in a little bit of everything. I like it.
Yeah.
So then you find this, you're working a job, you're 20, and you're like, all right, let's go. Let's do this little side hustle thing. Let's figure it out. Now,
Yeah.
I think what I'm super curious about is just the whole, like basically not showing your face thing, which I think is pretty impressive. You've created a lot of content. I don't know that you've ever shown your, at least when I looked through, I didn't see.
No, I haven't shown my face at all.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's a hard thing to do, man. Um, I shouldn't say hard, but it's probably a little bit easier to go about it showing your face, I would guess.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't guess. I've tried them both. Showing your face in terms of like just content creation is makes things a little bit easier. But
Yeah.
so one, um, why? That would be my first question. Is just like why did you choose that route? Not that there's anything wrong with it or anything, but just why did you choose that route and what sparked that? And then two, um, how have you gone about creating content without showing your face? And uh, like did you have a model for that, or like where did you learn how to do that?
So the reason I don't show my face is I've never really been, I guess, someone big to want to show my face online. And I guess I've seen how others have been able to do it without showing their face. So I'm like, if they can do it, then I can at least attempt to do it as well. And the way I do it is I pretty much am just testing a ton of different methods, see what blows up, see what does well, see what works. So I can, I guess, keep doing it and repeat the same content I'm making. So I find like a stock video online, then I guess try to move it into like a TikTok size since most videos are too wide for TikTok. And then
Sure. How do you do that?
I either use the TikTok, I guess just putting just like writing the text on it,
Sure.
or I use Canva to make different. I guess you can see the bottom or the one on the right. There's like different clips, and then I make that. Then there's another website online. I can look for it right now if y'all want the name of it. That puts it on top of the background video. Then I import it to my phone. So it's a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, I find it really easy.
Yeah, so like this behind here is just a stock video, right?
Yeah,
And then so like for instance, like this in particular right here is like the strategy with that is like to create something on the screen. Here, let me make us a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. The strategy is basically on that one to make a really short video, but it's really long so that the video is replaying and they have to
yeah,
rewatch multiple times, right?
yeah. So they're about 6, 7 second videos, so they're pretty short, but there's a lot of content on the screen.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I've seen those before. And you probably got that idea just from kind of watching other ones like that, right?
Yeah, I really just look up a lot of similar content online and twist it to my own.
And for everybody who's watching, I just use this tool to sort Connor's videos on his channel. I use this tool called Sort for TikTok. And then that just basically sorts like some of the most watched ones to the top. And you've got quite a few videos that have done like, 40,000 plus views.
Yeah, even reposting the same video gets the same amount of or more or better interaction. It's kind of funny.
Right. Like this one right here, this one right here,
Yeah, it's
and
about a
this or these
60
three
second long
actually.
video.
It's all the same. You did it 4 times, maybe more.
Probably more than
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's cool because that's one thing where, on the Decade in a Day, I show that Spencer did that, and he's done that with multiple different types of videos. And there's a lot of times people who will get lots of these types of views and stuff, and they basically, hang on a sec, let me stop my share. They'll get that many views or a ton of views and start to go viral. And on most of their videos, they're really only showing their face in the first couple of seconds. I mean, it's like the hook part. So I think what
Yeah.
you've ended up doing is basically just, to me, it looks like it reminds me of this channel here. It reminds me of, have you ever seen this channel? It's called Manifestation 365.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah. And basically, the style of your content reminds me a lot of that, which is it's all faceless stock videos. They've grown to 300,000. I mean, that's a lot.
Wow.
Um, and for the most part, a lot of this stuff is all just stock video. There's nobody's face. And then it's just basically putting words on the screen. I don't know. It's just super cool. And it's a really smart way to create content because it also
Yeah.
doesn't require quite as much work. It's easier to model. It requires less like personality. You don't even have to talk in it. Do you do
Yeah.
any voiceover ones?
I've never done that before. So I just use like different sounds that are, I guess, good online or something. Maybe another sound someone else used that does good. So
Yeah, like it's mostly you just sort of investigating and seeing what's working and discovering, okay, this works, this doesn't, this works, this doesn't.
yeah,
Man, that's super fascinating and pretty cool. So you've been at this now for, I don't know what, like not quite a year, but I don't know,
well,
9 months?
I started last July, August.
Yeah.
Then when I did it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I did really good, and then I stopped for maybe till this March or
Mhm.
so. Then I gotten back into it, and I don't know, I don't know, just I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
Cool, man. That's awesome. That's super cool. I feel like you know, this also reminds me of one other thing. And when we talk about sort of building out, full content
Welcome
things.
to Healthy
Oh my
Bodies.
gosh, my God, this video automatically started playing. Here we go. So this is from the tab I just pulled open. And it's this channel on YouTube called Healthy Bodies. And we've had this guy on our show before, but he basically runs like a nutrition, health, and fitness YouTube. But if you look at it, so you're talking about faceless videos. I don't think he's ever showed his face
Yeah.
on any sort of video except the wake up show, which is similar to you. But um, no, so he's got all these shorts, but before all the shorts were uploaded, you can look at some of his old videos. I mean, he's got on some of them 25,000 views. It definitely has a million or more views on some of these. And it's sort of a similar approach to you in that, although these are more short form content. But my point is, in the case of, I think a lot of times people see, for instance, like the the TikTok channel that I just pulled open of yours, like, and sort of just think like, well, how would I turn this into like a full blown content thing, right? But when you start to investigate, you'll see all of these different motivation channels on YouTube that are just like repurposed images and videos, and with like a voiceover or something like that. People even do it with like Warren Buffett's investing. Like, I don't know if you've seen that, but they do
I've seen
voiceover
those.
videos, yeah, of like, 11 tips from Warren Buffett's speeches, so tip number one. And it's like, and they're kind of interesting to watch, but you have no clue who the guy is behind there doing this voiceover, right? And so I just think the reason I was bringing all of that up collectively was I was just thinking about how, it can start as this thing, which yours isn't small anymore. Geez, now you're at 28,000 followers. Like, doing that with a totally faceless thing is pretty impressive. But I think it's really just the beginning of what's possible in that world. And I think this is you've put a really great example for everybody to sort of model or follow, or I don't know, look in on, because
Mhm.
there's also all of this potential. And I think a little bit of creativity would help people to see what's possible with this faceless video thing. Because I think most people think about it and they're like, oh, a lot of people scared to go on video. A lot of people don't want to show their face, stuff like that. But the truth is like, um, they a lot of people don't really know how to execute that, right? They don't know how to sit down and execute those things. So for the most part, in the real execution, I'm curious. Let me run that, because we've had people join since you kind of walked through this
Mhm.
process. But let me pull this open one more time. On these types of videos, just so I'm clear, are you doing most of the editing on your phone or on like a laptop?
Everything's on my laptop, other than the ones. Let's say on the second row, on the left. Whenever I use like a TikTok, you can tell like that TikTok makes it. But all the other ones are on my computer. Or
Nice.
even the the three with the uh, Black City or whatever. That's on TikTok as well. But
Because these
I import the background from my computer, so all
I
the
got
backgrounds are imported from my computer.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So you're using, what's your favorite like go to for those kind of stock things?
Let me find the website real
Like,
quick.
I use Pexels. A lot of
Yeah, it's
people use
Pexels. Yeah,
Unsplash.
yeah, Pexels is the
Pexels.
easiest I found. I've tried looking other places, but you have to pay like huge amounts for stock videos. And Pexels is free, so
Yeah, Pexels, man. It's free for commercial and personal use. It's Pexels for people who are looking for that. Pexels. And yeah, I've used it for years, man. It's so easy to use. And you can
I
even
know.
download videos in vertical format if you want. But they have a specific section for vertical. But yeah, that's cool. So you just literally go out on Pexels, find those things, just bring them quickly into your, airdrop them or whatever into your phone, and then put them in the TikTok app and type the words over the top of it in TikTok, right?
I'd say for half my videos I do that. So
Wow.
it's just it's pretty easy. It's just you gotta, I guess, just take a first step and try to learn how to do it.
That's super cool, man. So you've got here's a good question. Is Stacy says, I'm sorry I logged in late. Can someone explain how you're making money with this? So basically, well, you can unpack that. I mean, that's pretty simple. You just got a link in your bio, right?
Yeah, so people that are interested in my videos, then they click the link in my bio and go through the funnel. Then uh,
Hmm.
it connects them to Legendary.
Hmm. Yeah, and so his goes over to Legendary. Here's another example that we just pulled open a few minutes ago. Maybe you guys saw it, maybe you didn't, but here's like Manifestation 365. And this particular one is more in like the manifestation mindset niche, right? So funny, it's kind of funny that you would go to this, but check this out. So when I click on their link in their bio, so imagine that I'm on my phone and I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling, and I'm like, man, I really like this manifestation stuff. I'm starting to get into this. Well, right here, boom. This is an affiliate marketing. funnel. I mean, this person is promoting an affiliate marketing product called Manifestation 3.0. And I think that's a ClickBank product. And then they have another one about dating, and it's promoting this app, right? So I don't know if they own the app or if they have some sort of affiliate agreement or something, or referral link. This might be their referral link. So the point is as you get those views, right? So Connor, I think sometimes I teach this decade in a day a lot, and the formula that people sometimes miss or don't get fully is you start out by getting, like, the first step is just getting views, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
how do I get more eyeballs? Second step is that engagement. So it starts with views. Once you start to get some views, you get some engagement, you start to get some followers, you start to get some clicks or traffic, and then you start to make sales, or you start to generate leads and sales. Is that right?
Yeah. That's how I
So
started pretty much.
yeah, basically there's a certain percentage of followers that you get on social media who are going to eventually explore and tap your link, or you're going to give them a specific call to action, that says follow me, follow, or tap the link in the bio or whatever. Um, but that's true across the board. I mean, in every single niche that I've seen, I mean, in dog training, um, uh, in manifestation, in wealth, in crypto, in freaking everything. There's dating coaches on TikTok. There's relationship coaches. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. But in every single case like that, it's the same formula. Get views by teaching something or creating an interesting piece of content. Get followers from all those views, which on TikTok happens really naturally and organically. Um, Three is get engagement, get followers, start to get leads, and start to produce sales. And for everybody who's watching, that's a formula that has been working for people on TikTok for the last 2+ years, and without fail, and really without stopping, which is pretty crazy. Um, Dang, man, that's super cool. That's super cool. So on a day-to-day basis, you got school. I mean, you got a lot of shit going on, but
Yeah.
um, you got all this stuff going on. Do you have a content creation kind of schedule? Are you now, just kind of posting when you have free time? How have you laid the business out?
So I make content. I don't really have a schedule for that. This summer, when I have more free time, I'm gonna try to make a schedule, try to keep it rolling even more. But with posting, I found that posting in the morning works really well for me. So
Hmm,
anytime before noon is when I post. So I try to post like each video an hour apart from each other.
okay.
So I found that that works. That I found that doing it at midday for me doesn't work as well as in the morning. So I try to start my day posting every hour, then post maybe 3, 4 times a day if I'm able to, then just wait till the next day.
Hmm, fascinating. And then so with that, do you then um do you envision going into any additional niches, or have you explored other niches? I'm always just curious because, like, I just don't think that any 20-year-old can not think through that.
Yeah.
But, like, where do you see taking sort of the affiliate business model, and what other ideas, what's the future like?
I have thought about other niches, but at the moment I'm trying to make the most out of what I'm doing right now since I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Cool.
So I've thought about going into like YouTube, Facebook. It's just I'm trying to learn more into that at the moment. Then I guess I don't know, and try to keep going with the TikTok I have right now.
Yeah.
And I've thought about other niches, but haven't really thought too much of it at the moment. But maybe I'll
Yeah.
do go into like coaching or something one day, or create
Yeah.
a course. So we'll see
The,
how that takes me.
the, yeah, that's something you can always do down the road and
Yeah.
whatever. Dealing with freaking refunds and all of that crap in coaching can sometimes get annoying, but you can charge a lot, and it's cool. When you and what's really cool, Connor, I think that, like, having a bigger vision for just your channel in general is also important because, you could build this to 500,000 or a million followers, and, you could easily sell coaching on your strategy and how you did it for, $2,500 or 5,000 or 10,000 bucks or something,
Yeah.
um, and you could take on one or two clients a month and pay for your college tuition.
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing, that didn't exist before the internet. That wasn't a thing, and it's a huge opportunity, and seeing that with opportunistic eyes is really important. But I also wanted to say, if I could just give you a tip based on kind of what I'm seeing. So I spend a lot of my day just really evaluating like what the hell's going on social media,
Hmm.
how are people getting traction, what's happening, and I'm starting to see a lot of traction on Facebook
Yeah.
organically, um, with reposting of basically TikToks, just literally taking TikToks, stripping the watermark off of them. You know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just taking the watermark off of them using Snaptick or something, and reposting them to Instagram Reels. But through the app, you can also have that reel be posted onto Facebook. And so posting the reel to Instagram, to Facebook, and then YouTube Shorts too. I'm not sure that I'm seeing a ton of traction on YouTube Shorts the way that we are on other platforms.
Yeah.
But the way I describe this is because the work is so minimal, really. Like once you post a video, it's pretty minimal work to just get that content onto other platforms.
Yeah.
And I just explain it like right now we're in this cycle that's going on. And in this cycle of content, these different platforms are basically fighting for your attention. And so if
Hmm.
you're omnipresent, meaning you're posting to all of them, whatever one like sort of goes hot for like a couple weeks or a couple months or a year or something,
Yeah.
because you're omnipresent, you'll already be on all of those platforms posting and stuff. So you'll be able to capture exponentially more traffic over the span of 6 months, 12 months, a year,
Hmm.
versus just being on one platform, then hearing about Facebook. That's like, oh my God, Facebook's hot. And then by the
Yeah.
time you're on there and you catch up, it's kind of gone.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think that that's a smart thing to eventually look. You got a lot going on, but it doesn't take that much extra energy and
Yeah.
time. And we're seeing like it's kind of weird. It's been a long time um, since we saw Facebook uh, pages grow
Hmm.
organically. Like that
Yeah.
hasn't really happened since like 2010, and I'm starting to see that now. So very interesting. It's an interesting trend, and yeah, keep your eyeballs on that because that's a really hot spot where
Yeah.
people are getting massive amounts of views on their content. That hasn't
It's,
happened on Facebook in a really long time. So
it's good to know. Look into that this summer more.
yeah, for sure. Um, you head back home for the summer?
I'm going home for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm coming back over the summer to stay here. So I have a house
Cool,
here. So yeah.
sweet. So you own a
Yeah.
house?
I'm renting it with a few of my friends.
Cool.
So yeah.
It's dope. It's that was probably one of the best years of college and stuff for me. It was just like renting a house out with friends and having a whole house. Like it's super fun. Well,
Yeah.
cool, man. For everybody who's here, they're just starting the challenge. They're just getting going. What would you tell them about the challenge? What would you encourage them to do specifically in terms of like taking action and actually getting out there and starting to create some content or create a blog or create a TikTok or whatever?
Mhm.
Um, what have you learned that you feel like would be a good bit of encouragement to those people?
I would say just like start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and then I guess put your ideas on paper and just there's a lot of different niches you can go into to see what you're most interested in, and then once you
Yes.
get that going, just go along with that, and I guess just test out everything. That's what I've done. I've tested out so many different things and what works and what I like. So can't go wrong with testing things.
Yeah, test. Try new things. Don't be scared to. And I would even echo that. And there's people out there on TikTok who are kind of shit kickers, I call them, and they're always willing to tell you, what you're doing wrong, and oh, you're gonna ruin your brand by doing that or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you have so much life to live. You've got so much, there's just so many freaking things you can try and do and start over. Like,
Yeah.
just be willing to try everything and see what you gravitate towards. That's cool. That's great
For
advice. I
sure.
love it. Connor, man, nice meeting you. And I mean, you've been around our community for a while now. So, in 3 or 4 months, hit us up, send us an email, be like, hey, here's what's new. I'm making some progress on this. I think this would be interesting to share on the show. And yeah,
All
we'd
right.
love to have you back on. Of
Thanks for having me. I'll do that.
course. All right. See you, Connor. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. Dang, dang. If you guys haven't gone and found Connor, boom. There's his TikTok. It's the Money Mindset Man. That's such a cool name. Um, right here. So give him a follow. It's kind of on my face, but here, let me turn this down a little bit. Money Mindset Man. Follow him on TikTok. And if you wanted to learn or want to learn a strategy um, for not showing your face on TikTok, boom, there you go. A lot of people ask me about that. So this is a powerful example of how you're able to do that. Guys, have a good Wednesday. We'll be back here tomorrow and Friday. Dave will be back Thursday, Friday with more guests and more incredible stories of people making money from their social media, from their blog, from their content, from their ads, from their marketing. And have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.